Hello YouTube, and welcome back for another video, guys. I want to go ahead and start off like I always do by thanking you dudes for the constant support. Twitch has been continuing to grow every day. We're growing at the highest active sub count ever. It's above 225 now, which is pretty fantastic. And especially as some of these new games come out, I'll be doing some H1Z1 today. Today is January the 16th, so if you want to catch that, I'll be probably live before 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Obviously, if you're watching this video in the future and it's past that date, if I like H1Z1, it's a game you'll see more on the stream. Another note, this is different lighting. You probably already noticed that right away. This is it's 2:33 right now, so it's in the afternoon. I usually have a sheet over it, or I have the windows blacked out. That's why the microphone's right here. Let me know what you think about the lighting. It's pretty bright, and obviously I might look different. I don't know. Got a haircut too, so hey, a lot of change, yo, a lot of change. But other than that, addressing the video, this is a setup video that a lot of people have been asking for. I'm sorry it took so long. I originally had recorded it with my new phone, and then, you know, took out the sound of that video and voiced over with the mic, and I didn't like it, and a lot of things. Another thing I want to address is this webcam while I'm looking at the setup, and I mentioned this in the video I already recorded, but because it's two videos put together, obviously, but you'll see the light balance kind of go back and forth. If it looks at the monitors, it focuses in, makes everything dark. If it's above the monitors, it kind of catches the light from the monitors, makes everything real bright. So you kind of see it. Sorry to adjust that. If I did a poor job of explaining what anything did, please ask. I'll link the links to the items that I have in my setup are in the description below. Make sure to check those out, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for coming by. Check out the YouTube. Well, you're checking it out now, so if you like it, all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Twitch, twitch.tv/royat_dow, and follow me on Twitter at royat_dow as well. So, keep up with me, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Peace! Anyway, guys, here is my setup. Let's go ahead and, you know, I'll kind of back it up so you don't see everything. You won't see the chair in there. Here, I'll actually slide the chair in there with the chair, so there we go. I'll provide links for everything in the description and whatnot. So, anyway, here is a Staples chair. Actually, this might be the one thing I cannot provide a link for. My mom did pick it up from the store. This is actually a surprise kind of thing. It just worked out, but pretty stable chair. It's like $100. It wasn't anything too crazy. You'll see the arms there. They adjust up and down. You'll see the lever here on the side. Lifts it up and down. It's a pretty standard chair, but it does have nice cushion, pretty nice leather. It's not too like I don't think it's genuine leather. Otherwise, I think it'd get a lot hotter than it does. But it's a really nice chair for the price and everything. And that's just something I want to get out of the way. And now the meat of the setup, dude. So we'll start from the far left and we'll work our way right. Sorry if the screen, the brightness from the LED monitors kind of flash and mess with it, as you can tell. Like oh, that's bright, and now you look at it, and it kind of messes with the brightness. So I apologize for that. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's start over here to the left with the Xbox One, no Connect, about $400 price. Xbox One controller, standard, comes with it. You'll notice it's not a scuff, no squid grips, and no control freaks. A lot of people ask me if I use any of that. I never have. I probably never will. I think that's all just personal preference. You'll notice the 360 controller right here. This is 360 controller. I use the second one I own for it, or actually third one, but this is the 360 controller I use the most. I have a spare one in case someone comes over and wanted to play, but that's when I used to play 360 more than I do now. Let me go ahead and move this mic for better, so I can hear me a little better. All right, so that's the 360 behind. You'll notice it just chilling right there. Like I said, not much play time on it here in recent times. After I built my new PC and got the Xbox One and stuff, or got the Xbox One and then built my PC rather. There's a USB port. That's my USB little stick there. I just transfer simple stuff. Toshiba 1 TB hard drive. I use that, convert that over for my hard drive. It's better pricing, better storage and stuff. You do have to like kind of rig it though, because it kind of cuts it off to a certain amount until you mess with it with your PC. I won't explain how that. I won't get it too deep into that, but it's kind of weird. Like I said, spare 360 controller. So 360, Xbox One, I think we all know what those look like. The yellow cord in the back here is my Ethernet cable. You'll see a bunch of cords. I mean, there's power, there's HDMI, and there is the Astro A40 cord, so that I can hear my Astro gameplay, or my Xbox gameplay through my Astros rather. And here you'll see the Elgato. It's not the HD60, it's not the newest one, it's actually the older one. You see the HDMI-in port, which is, you know, captures, it gets the game footage, goes right there into the Elgato. HDMI out, which goes to the back of your monitor, so that cord goes over there. And the USB one, which goes to the back of your PC, and that's kind of what takes everything that's going on here and puts it in your PC, so it's recording stuff. You have to actually have your PC on if you have this all set up, so that you can see your video on your monitor, if that makes sense. So, NCL God, I really don't recommend it for streaming. You have to mess with the delay. It's about 1.3 seconds, 1.5 seconds approximately, somewhere in that area. Along with, the colors are not as vivid. I've seen other live streamers with Evermedias and whatnot. That's just the best example I can think of, that the image is a lot more vivid and a lot more colorful and clear and whatnot, so and crisp. So I would not recommend the Elgato for that. Recording is pretty good though. It's pretty good across the board. So like I said, those are where the consoles chill with the console capture card. You'll see the power block, power brick to the right, bottom right there. That is for the Xbox One. The 360 is underneath. Unless I play it, then I'll put it on top so it has more space to vent. We'll go ahead and mention the Astros here that I just mentioned. Here's the cable that goes into the back of the console that you're listening to. These Astro A40s are the second generation. They work with literally any console. That cord plugs into the back of the PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. They are literally fantastic. Actually, I'm sorry, that cable does not plug in PC. There's a different one, but yeah, they work for anything. They're awesome. You'll notice the little spot there for the mic. I don't recommend the mic for it. It does not have the best quality. I used to talk to people on the console, but like if you're gonna get an Astro headset thing that you can hear and that's what you're gonna use for your audio, I would not. It does not have the greatest quality mic in my opinion. The sound quality on these are incredible. Like I literally love it. You can hear everything thanks to that mix amp right there. You can mix all your sounds, but the cushion right there is very nice. When they're on your ears, that sets real nicely. I think on the top of your head, I might get a little heavy after some time because this metal sides, it puts a lot of like kind of pressure. Just that's where the pressure rests, is on your head. So I stream about 8 hours. So after 8 hours, after 3-4 hours, it gets a little like I take them off, rub my head, put them back on. So I mean, it's a very small pet peeve. But if you were to want to know the negatives, I would only say the mic and possibly it resting on your head. A lot of people wear hats with it though, so you can obviously do that. Here's the mic. It's actually separate. It just attaches right in. Very simple. I'll go ahead and do that now just to show you if I can with one hand. Yes. All right. So headset complete there. Like I said, mic goes over. Pretty nice. And yeah, here's the Astro mix amp. This thing is incredible. You can hear. I can literally hear all my sounds. My sub notifications, my donation notifications, the PC like music volume, and then my console game sound, and then console voice, along with if I had a TeamSpeak open. You can hear everything through this, and it is fantastic. You can adjust how loud it is and what you want to hear most of or least of. So it's pretty cool. The one thing with, if you're gonna get these headset and you want to play it and talk to people on the Xbox, you're gonna have to buy this little port here. You see how that port's there. You have to buy this, and it usually comes with it. It's like $30, but not with the Astro headset, with the Xbox One rather, and that attaches to the bottom. You'll see the dials right here. This mutes your mic. It's at the bottom. It's really easy to mute, so you don't have to mess with the wire on the Astro. Not that it's in too bad of a place, but I think it's easier while you're playing. Just move your thumb down and click it. You can adjust the game voice, the game volume, or the player's voice. So it's pretty easy to mute people, or get around their voice if their mic is really loud. And that also comes with this little wire that I have plugged into here. It's a USB, and it goes to the top of your Xbox One controller. I usually just put it in there to keep it charged and whatnot. It's a pretty nifty thing. You can also use this to convert it to, if you want to use that controller for PC. I do that for Isaac, the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. So that's something I may know from my live streams. So anyway, let's go ahead and back up. That's the Astros. Those are awesome. I think this ran about $220. Don't want to overprice it. Don't want to underprice it. So I believe that was $220 with the mix amp. The mic that comes with it has more splitter cables. It really is. I mean, I really do think it's worth it. Like, I don't regret it at all. Like I said, I just personally wouldn't use that mic right there for the recording if you're gonna have a live stream or YouTube videos. Just personal preference again. I think it sounds better. Quality is obviously very important when it comes to that. So let's go ahead and back up. Y'all seen the consoles. Y'all have seen the Astros, which I use for all my audio. They are awesome. Let's go ahead and get to these bad boys right here, these monitors. You'll notice that their LED, the light is just beaming off of them. If you can focus in on them. Nah, I don't want to focus in on them too much or I'll still freak out. But it freaks out the lighting with this camera. And they really are beautiful. 60 hertz. They're 160 Asus 24-inch monitors. They're 160 a piece. So pretty decent price. I mean, you can get them cheaper when they're on sale on Amazon. Probably 140, I would say. But really, really nice monitors. I love them. There's two of them, obviously. I didn't know if I want a third one. I was going to kind of hang it up on the wall. For my chat, I didn't know where I want to put it. It might be overkill. I don't have enough desk space. Speaking of the desk, I got this from Walmart for $32. It might be different where you are, but it's 6 feet. And it actually folds in half right here. You'll notice this crease. I can flick a button and fold it in half. It's pretty sturdy. You can kind of see some stuff moving if I press it pretty hard. Just, you know, make sure you don't hit your table. I would say mine's in the corner, so it's all good. But for $32, you really can't beat it, and I can obviously upgrade from here. What you notice next is a lot of blue on my computer and my setup there. You'll notice the mic right here, which you hear me through. The Audio-Technica AT2020 has a blue center. It is seriously beautiful. I love it. You'll notice the keyboard, my Corsair K70. Vengeance, I believe, is blue. This is an awesome keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard. Not that I've owned many, so I can't speak on behalf of other product, but this is awesome. You can adjust the lights of it. I'm sure others do that. Low, medium, high. Adjust if you want to see just the keys that you game with. Again, the mechanical, I just love it. I don't ever misclick hardly. You know, mispress a key. It's wonderful. This little rest comes with it. You can detach it if you want. I personally like it. That's kind of where my palm's set when I play. So I really enjoy that. If I want to back over here, this is the Razer Deathadder mouse. Very awesome mouse. I like it a lot. You probably can't tell, but the grooves fit in very nicely on that right side and the left side of the right and left click. Oh, there you go. You can see that left groove. It's very nice. Scroll wheel's pretty nice. It has some little bumps on it, so it's got a pretty good grip. And it's not like so smooth that you'd scroll past anything too quickly. Like if you're changing weapons in CS, it's pretty like, you know, you can feel it like boom, boom. It kind of locks in. It's one of those things you have to feel. It has two mouses on the side there, mouse 3, mouse 4 buttons. I use this one for in-game callouts and stuff. I love this mouse, I really do. One thing I need to get, obviously, you'll probably already noticed, is a mouse pad. I don't have a mouse pad. I don't know the negatives of not having one. Maybe it's just smoother. I don't know the benefits of having one. I'm guessing it's just more comfortable. But that's something I'm going to pick up. A really awesome mouse. That was about $60. The keyboard was about $140 at the time, I believed. And this is the Audio-Technica AT2020. A lot of streamers use this same mic, this same rig. I'll go through it fairly quickly. This is the pop filter. It attaches obviously right here. You can move it wherever you want. It was about $8. This is the Audio-Technica AT2020 mic, the most expensive part of it, obviously. This was, I believe, $120. I bought this very early on for my setup because I thought it would improve the quality, and it did drastically. So this is what you hear me through, and this is actually what you hear me through now. So it's very wonderful. This pop filter prevents the sounds and the bust sounds. It's kind of weird to explain, but overall it makes a nice, better quality voicing and whatnot without muffling it too much. Without muffling it at all, really. This is the mic arm. You can adjust this. I can bend this down, bend it back. I mean, all these dials obviously do something like that. You can see the arm adjust back and forth. This little pop you're about to hear, that right there, the springs, that's from where I have my pop filter at. So it's not that's bad or anything. It's pretty cool. I usually have mine setting about right there. I had it over so that you guys could hear me better. And the cable right here, I usually have back more. But like I said, I had it just to adjust. But underneath it screws on the table. You can screw it on really anywhere, but I love it. The mic arm, I believe, was $20. So this whole thing altogether was $140. I remember when I got that. It's been a while. This webcam that you actually won't be able to see. Let me see if I can show it. Is that how that works? No, that's not how that works. That just gives you streamception. Okay, so I need a mirror, but this Logitech C920 is very popularly used. I believe it's 1080p. Don't want to misquote me there. I know it's 30 frames. It's not a 60 frame camera. It was $79, but it is very awesome. It is blue as well. It really matches that nice blue theme that I love. Blue is my favorite color there, so it is just awesome. It usually sits right here on top of this monitor that I play on. It is great, good, really crisp video, in my opinion. There, you'll see the lights messing around. That's just because it has so much lighting effects that you can do. You can turn on, you know, obviously your light gain and whatnot, and that's why you see it adjust back and forth. But it really is an awesome camera. I'd recommend it. I got it off Amazon, like I said, for about $69.99. So now you've probably already noticed the beast over here. I love this PC. Shout out to Steven. He actually came up with the build along with Sam Zewers, and I'm Cody. They helped me out with it, picking out different things. Pretty much a lot of people did. Parappa20, he's one of my mods, one of my good buddy, James. He's helped me out with like picking out pieces. Just a lot of people help me with regards to this because I'm very technologically impaired because I never owned any of this stuff. So here we are. So we'll go ahead and jump on it. At the top, you'll notice this is where my mic and my webcam are plugged into 3.0 USB ports. That's gonna make it faster, obviously, a lot better. You'll see a spot for microphone, or I'm sorry, headset, which I do not use, and a different microphone, but that's not the same quality as the USB port. Power button, obviously, right there, boop. And this is actually for more vintage kind of stuff. It's kind of, I think it's just looks cool. Fan on top there, it constantly blowing up cool air. This thing never gets hot, literally, and it's very quiet. I don't even know if you can hear it right now. You'll notice that the side of this glass is, or the side of this case is glass right here. Your heat sink, capture card. You'll see that little blue light. That's the capture card. RAM's up in the corner over there. The red. Let's see if you can see this. This red center. Yeah, you can see that. Wonderful. Looks like an eye there. That's why I named it Arcanine, my favorite Pokemon. That might be kind of too nerdy, so if you don't know what that is, just ignore that I said that. But oh, look, you can see the webcam. Look how pretty it looks, right? Look at me. Yeah, okay. So there's that. It's a really awesome computer. That's the motherboard, and I'm not going to get into it too deep because you can't see too much of it, but that is the beast, man. I'll show you the other side of it. It is just awesome PC. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough for you know, being able to have this build. This side's all nice and sleek, so when you walk in, it looks pretty cool. But I wanted to be able to see inside the case while I gamed, and it is wonderful. So that's pretty much everything for the most part. Oh, and one last part, very important. That's my modem, Xfinity Internet. I hate it because in this area, it's kind of like a monopoly. There is no data, unlimited data, so there's a data cap, which I always go over, and there's like $100 extra charge per month. So. But that's the best internet you're gonna get in this area. I'm from Tennessee, so for the most part, that allows me to do everything. But that's the modem. Everything plugs into and whatnot. I have it just right there. I recommend that if you're streaming to be directly connected to it. Better speeds and whatnot. So yeah, you got a little puzzle here on my desk. This is actually, my mom always puts crazy shit in stocking stuffers and stuff in my Christmas stockings. So a little wooden puzzle I'll probably never figure out, but I'll keep it in there and be like, yeah, dude, I know how to do that. Makes me look real smart. This is actually for my Fitbit, which you'll see on my wrist, which my girlfriend bought me, so really cool thing. And yeah, that's what that cord's for, if y'all are wondering. So I think I got everything. Hopefully I didn't move too quickly. Actually got a haircut appointment here in 20 minutes, so I'm about to go do that now. But I'm sorry this video took so long to get together. I recorded it with my phone originally, didn't like the video quality, and then I had a voiceover, and it just didn't time up right. Hopefully this I use this one. I'm not real sure. I've recorded a couple different versions. We'll look over it. But yeah, guys, I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me see if I can get one nice little backdrop without the light looking too crazy. Yeah, that looks alright. So that's the setup, man. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, but more importantly, thank you so much for allowing me to, you know, do this as much as I do. Be a part of my lives and let me be a part of yours. And thank you guys so much, dudes. And I'm out for you, dudes. Have a good rest of the night. Peace. Or day. Depends where you're at. Alright, bye. Awkward ending as usual. Bye.